Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, this is what it's looking like this morning, Tayo.
Right, it's all about the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
Absolutely.
The win to the Cyprus Invitational Tournament, preparing for the World Cup in France. And the Falcons managed to place 7th in that competition after beating Thailand by 3-0.
It's all about going out on a high, and that was what they did last night. And also on the program, this one, the miracle in Paris. Who could have thought about this? The magical glory Manchester United young stars were able to stun Paris Saint-Germain by 3-1 right there in Paris. And of course, they ended up qualifying 3-3 on aggregate.
Fantastic result for Manchester United. This was nothing short of a miracle. There's no other word to describe what went down in Paris yesterday between Manchester United and PSG. We'll talk more about that later on the show. Let's move on now to the NBA, where LeBron James keeps making history. Yeah, the Lakers are floundering at the moment. They're not winning games, and they're looking like they will miss out on the playoffs. But on a personal note, LeBron James has overtaken Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan, on the all-time scoring list. This is a remarkable achievement, Cecilia.
He's now 5th on the all-time list.
He's now 4th.
Fourth right now, just above LeBron.
MJ.
Above MJ, and just a little bit over below
Kobe Bryant. Right.
Yeah. All right, that's where we'll start from this morning. But first, take a look at the results of the night, what went down. Of course, Lakers game, it's okay. We expected them to, at least from now on, just try as much as possible when LeBron carried the team on your shoulders, on your head, whatever you want to do. But it just didn't happen last night. We'll look at the result before we talk about Lakers, the big game of the night.
Absolutely.
Turned out not to be the big game anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we expected the Nuggets to eventually win that game, and that's exactly how it panned out. Let's start off with the matchup between the Bulls and the 76ers. What a game that was. Drama until the final seconds, where Zach LaVine scored a game winner with 1.6 seconds left on the clock to lead the Bulls to a 108-107 victory in the NBA. Cecilia, whenever you lose by a point, very difficult to take. But shout out to Zach LaVine, leading Chicago to that very important victory. Elsewhere, the Celtics pipped the Sacramento Kings as well to 111-109. Gordon Hayward
again.
Also
scoring
a game winner.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, the tiebreaker jumper they actually sang. 2 seconds remaining.
Wow.
That was needed.
It's good to see Gordon Hayward gradually.
Seconds. I mean, what was the second? 5.6 seconds. About like mini milliseconds.
That's basketball for you. Basketball, you can lose a game of basketball with just a second left. As long as you can get to catch the ball and make the shot, you have a chance of winning it. So a good one there for Boston in their victory over Sacramento. The Nuggets and the Lakers, that's where LeBron James made history. But for the Lakers, the slump continues. And with every game that they play, it looks like they're not going to make the playoffs. The Nuggets absolutely dominated this game on their way to a 115-99 victory. And Denver Nuggets, surprised team of the NBA, are still looking very good, still second in the West. And for the Lakers, too bad for them. The Timberwolves and the Pistons, Cecilia, was a very high-scoring game, and they won 31-114 in favor of Detroit. Andre Drummond continued a streak of double-doubles. He's now at 16 in a row. Guess who owns the record? Andre Drummond, 18 in a row last season.
A huge one, definitely for him there. 31 points and 50 rebounds in that one. Karl Anthony Towns also got some good numbers for Timberwolves, 24, but then it was fouled out. That wasn't enough.
Not good enough. Let's move on to the Pelicans and Utah Jazz. Ended 114-104 in favor of the Utah Jazz. Derek Favors scoring 25 points, while Rudy Gobert added 22 points and 13 rebounds for the Jazz. And the Jazz actually tied the season high with 70 points in the paint in that particular game. The Heat and the Hornets was Miami winning 91-84. Kelly Olynyk scoring 22 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. while Arson Whitehead also added 18 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 blocks for Miami. I'm I'm rooting for Miami to make the playoffs.
If they can, because they didn't start well at all. But right now, they're just having that late surge, trying to see if they can win it. I know why you're saying it because of Dwayne Wade.
I want to see Dwayne Wade one more time. I want to see Dwayne Wade one more time in the playoff before he calls time on his career, which is going to happen at the end of the season. The good news is Miami, they're 8th at the moment, and if they can continue this form and maintain it, they will qualify for the playoffs. The Mavericks and the Wizards ended 132-123 in favor of Washington. Bradley Beal, the highlight of that game was Bradley Beal with a posted dunk on 7-foot Salah Medri. Bradley Beal also had a fantastic game as well. We'll talk about him later on. Spurs and the Hawks ended 111-104. You see the Spurs that keep winning and the Lakers that keep losing. Those are the teams that they're chasing.
And at the end of the day, that's why I said it's going to take a miracle, something magical for them to be able to make the playoffs.
I agree totally, Cecilia. Last but not the least, the Nets and the Cavaliers ended 113-107 in favor of Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie scoring 12 of his 28 points in the final quarter. All right, let's quickly turn over to our standout performers
of the
night, Cecilia.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're looking at pictures from the game between the Lakers and, of course, the Denver Nuggets. That's what we're seeing right now. We're supposed to take a look at the big numbers on the night, but we'll just talk about this game, just go through it and what really happened in this game. The guys who put up the big numbers for LeBron James, he had about 31 points in this one, and of course, that was how I was able to get that, 4th overall. Will Barton had 23 points, and Nikola Jokic finished with 12 points. 70 rebounds and 8 assists for the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray also was another player that was good on the night. Gary Harris scoring 19 points. And, of course, at the end of the day, it was a blowout for the Lakers. So, for the Denver Nuggets, they ended that skid that they had before. Yeah. So, they're actually now 3 games, losing streak. And right now, they are very close to Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference.
Back to winning ways. Too bad for, for the Lakers. I just don't see how they're going to turn this around now. Take a major effort for them to turn it around. Let's go to our standout performers on the night now. And interestingly, all 5 ended up on the winning side. There are a few times where players, put up monster numbers and they end up losing. But today, all of them ended up on the winning side.
That's you selected.
Let's start off with Devin Booker. Devin Booker scored the most points on the night. Ended up with 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. They made 14 of 23 shots, including 6 of 10 3-pointers. There was a matchup between the worst teams in the NBA. That's
and the
New York
second
Knicks
worst team. And the second worst team. Yeah, the two of them just kind of competing. But then they want to see who's going to finish best. Not as worst, but everyone over the year.
In terms of talent, I like the look of Phoenix. I like the look of Phoenix. Let's move on quickly to Bradley Beal, 37-9 on the night. Good one for Bradley Beal. They're helping Washington win their game. Also, another standout performer was LaMarcus Aldridge. 32.9 rebounds and 1 steal in the Spurs victory over the Atlanta Hawks. We also saw Andre Drummond earlier, 31 points, 15 rebounds and 3 assists, while Zach LaVine, apart from scoring that game winner with 1.6 seconds left, he also contributed 39 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So that's it for our standout performance. All of you, wherever you are, take a bow. Before we leave the NBA, let's just talk about LeBron James. LeBron James has passed the MJ on the all-time scoring list, and Cecilia already talked about LeBron James being just behind Kobe Bryant on that list and ahead of Michael Jordan. Let's take a look at the other guys on the list. The all-time top scorer in NBA history is still Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you wonder if anyone is going to catch that legend.
Because LeBron James happens to be the only one that's on this list right now.
That is still playing. Yes.
So Dirk Nowitzki, of course, is living.
I've not learned that records are meant to be broken. There might just be someone there in high school that is going to end up
particular one.
Yeah, that's going to end up, breaking this particular record. Well, that's it for you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the very top. Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. Incredible achievements.
Shattered and
LeBron.
broken. Okay, but we'll be missing if he doesn't get to the playoffs. Okay, I'll end it there.
Right. All right.